tonight Chloe is here before she goes to Korea. And so we're having a little bit of a Taco Tuesday celebration with the family. And tonight we're gonna have pork carnitas tacos, and also I'm making shrimp enchiladas with a delicious homemade tomatillo sauce. So I'm gonna show how to make both of these dishes tonight on our Taco Tuesday video. So here we go. So we're going to start off by cooking a pork roast, and you can use a shoulder roast or a pork butt roast. And I always do it the night before, and so I just cover it with pepper on all sides, put it in the crock pot on low, and just go to sleep. In the morning, I wake up and it's just beautiful. And then you can just shred it with the forks, and I shred it right in the juices so it keeps that moisture. So after you've got your roast shredded, add some seasoning, and I just use the taco seasoning, mix it right on in, and then I let it sit. I usually just put it in the refrigerator until I'm done with the tortillas. So again, we're going to fry tortillas for our tacos. I love the homemade fried tortillas. And that is the way we've always made our tacos in our family. So we fry them until crispy on each side, and then make sure we drain them in paper towels or napkins. So I went ahead and broiled the shredded pork just to get it a little bit crispy. You can fry it, or you can just leave it cold, because you're going to go ahead and cook the tacos in the oven. So you really don't need to recook the pork. It just depends on what kind of texture that you want in your tacos. So once the pork is all done, however you want to prepare it, go ahead and stuff your taco shells and get them all set up in a casserole dish, and then cover them with your shredded cheese. For carnitas tacos with the pork, I really like to add some Parmesan cheese on top, and that kind of gives it that extra flavor that's a little more of the authentic Mexican flavor. So while the tacos are actually baking in the oven, this is when I usually prepare my toppings for the tacos and have those fresh and ready to go when the tacos come out of the oven. And voila! We've got delicious tacos ready to go for our Taco Tuesday. So now I'm going to show you how to make Papa's favorite shrimp enchiladas with a homemade tomatillo sauce. So tomatillos are those funny little green tomatoes you see in the grocery store with the husks on them. So you're going to want to peel them, wash them, cut the top off of a jalapeno, and we're going to place those tomatillos on a baking sheet, broil 5 minutes on high on each side, and then they are actually nice and soft and ready to blend. While your tomatillos are in the oven, you can get your garlic ready. You're just going to have 4 cloves of garlic chopped fine. And then everything's going to go into a blender, and you're going to go ahead and blend until smooth. So next you're going to go ahead and heat a saucepan on medium heat with some olive oil in it. You're going to take that blended sauce, pour it in your saucepan, and let it boil for 5 minutes. And I put the lid on so it doesn't splatter everywhere. And then after it's boiled for 5 minutes, you go ahead and add a can of chicken broth. And you'll leave the lid off and go ahead and simmer it on low heat, medium low, for 40 minutes, and it just gets that real good flavor in the sauce. And that's it for the tomatillo sauce. So once you've got that made, you can go ahead and start preparing the filling for the enchiladas. So next you're going to prepare your shrimp. Make sure you have thawed shrimp and that they're cleaned and rinsed off. I used jumbo shrimp this time, and I wish I wouldn't have. I wanted a little bit smaller bites in the enchiladas. So if I made this recipe again, I would either use smaller shrimp or cut these in half before I cook them. So the next, you want to get your pan hot with some olive oil. I already sauteed some onion. I didn't show it on here, but sauteed a half cup of onion, removed it from the pan, and now I'm going to saute the shrimp. And so you're just going to go ahead and cook those about medium heat and let those saute until they're no longer translucent. So you can see they become opaque. When they're opaque, they're ready to take out. So I went ahead and seasoned them with taco seasoning and also garlic herb seasoning from Costco. So once your shrimp is done, you're going to put it in a large bowl. Go ahead and add all the juices to the bowl, and then add the sauteed onion and the other ingredients. So we have a cup of softened cream cheese. You want to make sure it's softened so you're not tearing apart the shrimp when you're mixing it. And then also, we're going to go ahead and add a cup of shredded cheese and then a 1/4 cup of salsa. And I use paste picante salsa, which is fine. So just choose one of your salsas and you're going to add that in, get it mixed up without tearing apart the shrimp. So once your filling is all mixed up, you're going to use some regular flour tortillas. And I use the soft tortillas that are a little bit thicker. They make a really nice enchilada. Go ahead and fill each tortilla pretty generously. Again, I use the larger shrimp, and I should have cut them a little bit smaller. But go ahead and fill your tortillas with your mixture and put them all in a nice casserole dish. Once your tortillas are full, you're going to take that tomatillo sauce that you've prepared and just pour all of it over the top of the rolled enchiladas. And then you're going to cover them with a generous amount of cheese to your taste. So once everything has been rolled, you're going to go ahead and pop them in the oven without foil on them and bake for 30 minutes. And then I allow the enchiladas to cool.